And there you have it, guys. Jarrell Miller could be on the brink of a title fight with Kubrat Pulev. We know Kubrat Pulev outboxed Mahmoud Char for his WBA regular title, and that was a surprise to a lot of people, being the fact that Kubrat Pulev is like 44 years of age. And I think that a fight with Jarrell Miller would be good for Pulev. Pulev, I don't know if he could keep Miller off, but I don't even think it's the semantics of the fight right now, the physicalities of the fight. I don't think is the issue right now. I think the whole hurdle is Jarrell Miller with his Dimitri Salita bullshit. Like, how do we know that this won't be like the Derek Chisora issue? He was going to fight Derek Chisora in the UK when, he bought him a flat in the UK, relocated to the UK to set himself up for possible UK fights. And, a fight with Derek Chisora worth, what, 1 point whatever, if it's a meal, that's worth a flat. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's worth a moving. Like, would you move somewhere for $1 million? Of course you would. So, like, how do we know if that's not going to be the same roadblock that he's been through thus far? The irony of Jarrell Miller was the roadblocks that he had was himself. Now they're his promoter, which is super shitty. I mean, super, super shitty, because you look at someone like Dimitri Salita. I don't know what's going on over there. Hopefully when he has time to, when we have time to interview him, that should be what it is. I think that Jarrell Miller, is a guy that, he's needed in the sport. Without Deontay Wilder, who do you really have? Michael Hunter doesn't fight enough. Jared Anderson is not proven enough. So, we don't have anybody over here. Let's just be real. And that's pretty much the other pillar of a possibility of someone becoming a champion in the Americas. Because with the WBA, he can get a shot at the world title, somewhere, what I mean, with the Usyk situation. So you imagine Jarrell Miller fighting Usyk if he forces a hand to the WBA. Because remember, that's exactly what Daniel Dubois did to get his opportunity. First off, to fight Usyk became the WBA champ by knocking out Trevor Bryant. So you know what I mean? So I think that this is good for Jarrell Miller. That's if he can get the fight. If he hasn't had everything, if he clears everything up with Dimitri Salita, I think that's more of the issue. Because I'm pretty sure he would want that fight, because why wouldn't he take that fight? You know what I mean? Someone for the title, especially if it consists of some duckies. But even if it doesn't really, he sets himself up for a much bigger fight if he can get that fight, fighting the WBA regular champion Kubrat Pulev. You see what I'm saying? So we will see what happens with Jarrell Miller. I wish him all the best. I hope he heals after his car accident. That's if he's in shape enough for that. See, that's another factor that we haven't factored into this equation, that maybe he was a little banged up when he was all of a sudden ran off the road by an unmarked damn car. So, that just has fishiness and shittiness written all over it for Jarrell Miller. So my thing for him, get away from Dimitri Salita. Watch your back, and get those fights and get the hell out of the States for a while. That's what I would do if I was Jarrell Miller. But you guys tell me what you think of Jarrell Miller possibly in line to fight Kubrat Pulev for the WBA regular heavyweight championship of the world. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.